up, Exotics fam? Welcome to our channel.
My name is Jeff.
And my name is Maddox.
So, you think you want to buy a tarantula. And I'm here today to tell you why you might not actually want to do that.
And I'm here to tell you why you should absolutely go out and do that. So stick around
and let's get into it. If it's your first time here, thank you for stopping by and checking us out. We upload videos every Tuesday, well, except for this video was actually uploaded on a Wednesday. But normally, we upload videos every Tuesday and Saturday about all things exotic, reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates, sometimes even saltwater fish. So if you like content like that and you like this video, drop a like, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of our new content.
And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. We're super glad that our idiotic tendencies haven't turned you away yet. And as always, we love, value, and appreciate our community. And if you want to get the chance to know me and my dad personally, we'll leave a link to the Discord down below.
Now, full disclosure, we actually both really like tarantulas, and we have a lot of them. If you've been following along on our channel, you've seen pretty much every single one of them that we have, whether it was a feeding video, an unboxing video, or a collection tour. If you'd like to learn more about our entire collection, click the link right here. However, tarantulas are not for everybody. They do have their pros and cons, but rather than us just sitting here listing off pros and cons like so many other videos that are out there, which are great, I'm not knocking anybody for doing that, we just thought, hey, we typically agree on everything that we do in these videos, but this time, we're just gonna argue and have a little debate.
Reason number one why you should get a tarantula is they're inexpensive to maintain and house.
Okay. Yes. They can be pretty inexpensive to house. However, not all of them are. If you want to get like a good size Asian arboreal species like a Poecilotheria, you see those in larger arboreal enclosures like Exoterra. So they're not all going to be inexpensive. So that's garbage. Plus, not every tarantula to buy the spider itself is inexpensive. So, I don't agree.
Okay, I hear you. But is that super expensive compared to a bearded dragon or an adult sulcata tortoise or basically any other exotic pet?
No, I guess not. Alright, you win this round. Okay, the first reason why you probably shouldn't buy a tarantula or might not want to buy a tarantula is that depending on whether you get a terrestrial, an arboreal, or a fossorial species, you are essentially getting a pet rock, a pet ornament for a tree, or a pet hole. They don't move around that much, they hide all the time, and you're gonna have this really cool pet that's just so awesome and so beautiful, and it's either never gonna move or you're never gonna see it.
Yeah, but can a pet rock do something like this? Or like this?
Okay, I hear you, but is it gonna be as active as having something like, again, bearded dragon, or a monitor lizard, or a tegu, or anything like that?
I mean, I don't know, those are pretty lazy.
I mean, they can be, but you know what I'm saying.
And if you get a pet Christmas ornament, imagine how badly you could scare your friends around Christmas. The second reason why you should totally get a tarantula is because they don't make any noise or smell bad.
Yeah, because they don't do anything.
Well, bearded dragons don't do anything and they don't smell bad.
So, get a bearded dragon.
Oh crap. I walked right into that one. Alright, I'll give you this one.
Okay, so my second reason why you shouldn't get one is the fact that you can't tame it, they don't ever learn to recognize you, they don't show you any kind of affection or anything like that, and basically, if you try to mess with them, a lot of them want to just bite you or kick hairs.
Well, there are the ones that you can get that aren't exactly tame or anything like that, but they're not going to bite you. They're still handleable. People leave reviews on them all the time. Oh yeah, I love this thing. We go on walks. Which is kind of weird, but no, you do you. But they may not...
Wait, hold up. I want to see that video. Show me a video where somebody took their tarantula for a walk.
Oh, I'm sure I can find one.
Okay. And if you find one and you know where it is, leave it in the comments below.
They may not bond with you, but you win again. My next reason why you should buy a tarantula is because they're entertaining to watch eat, they don't need to eat that often, and therefore it is cheap to feed them.
Okay, so you're saying that we should have one because they're entertaining to watch eat, but then you're saying you don't even have to feed them that much, so you don't even get entertained.
Well, yeah, but anytime we feed our spiders, it is probably the most entertaining part of our day, if not maybe even our week.
Okay, yeah, you're right, that's true. But if you don't want to feed bugs, and you don't want to mess with bugs...
Don't get a tarantula if you want to mess with bugs. I'm going to have to take his side on that one.
The next thing that you need to take into consideration before you go out and buy a tarantula is that no matter which species you buy, you're typically going to get either something that can give a painful bite or kick urticating hairs that can get into your skin and cause rashes and irritation that can last for up to a couple weeks.
Okay, name one time you've opened a cage or something and messed with the spider, doesn't matter if you're feeding it, filling up its water dish, and it got aggressive and tried to bite you. Instead,
that's never happened.
They run away and go in their hide. They go to where they feel safe.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? You're right. Because even though that they have those things, and it is something that you need to understand and take into consideration before you buy one, they're not aggressive. They are not out to get you. They're not going to charge at your hand. And they're really only going to try to bite you or kick hairs at you if you mess with them.
My next reason why you should totally get a tarantula is they don't take up that much space. You can put them in Rubbermaid tubs if you really were that desperate for a house.
Okay, well, let's be real. You don't take up a whole lot of space either. But I wouldn't recommend that everybody goes out and buys one of you.
That's hurtful.
I'm just kidding, buddy. You know I love you.
I don't know after that one. But you do make a good point.
No, but he's right. They don't take up a lot of space. They don't need a really large enclosure. So, alright, I give you that one. Alright, my next argument as to why you should not buy a tarantula, or really why it might not be something good for you, is that they can be fragile. If you drop them, they can get hurt, they can break legs, they can rupture abdomens. They're just all around one of the more fragile exotic pets you can have.
Well, to be fair, if you're holding something this high off the ground and you drop it or it jumps out of your hand, it's gonna get hurt anyway.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
My last reason why you should get a tarantula, they don't need any external heating, lighting, anything like that. And they can be kept perfectly fine at room temperature.
Okay, but if you don't have to have any lighting, then how do you see them?
Alexa, turn on arachnophobia. Like that.
Wow. Okay, so what you're saying is they don't need
They
lighting.
don't need light, but it won't hurt them.
But you don't want to leave it on all the time.
And they actually are nocturnal and prefer to have no light, so just...
Only turn it on if you're going to look at them. Okay, so they don't take up a whole lot of space, and you know, they're blah, 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 blah. They're still really considered kind of taboo. The hobby is growing a little bit, but a lot of people still don't really like them, and they're not really socially acceptable. So, like, do you really want to bring something like that into your house if people aren't going to want to come over?
A whole lot of people don't like tarantulas, but do a whole lot of people like the people that don't like tarantulas? Nobody wants to hang out with those people.
What?
If you had a friend or a family member or anything like that that just told you, I hate your spiders, get rid of them all, or I'm never seeing you again, what would you do? Would you get rid of our father-son bonding experience, or would you cut that person off?
I'd cut them off.
This one goes to me again.
Okay, my final argument as to why you should not buy a tarantula is because they're addicting, man. Like, we got one, and then we started researching on how to take care of that, and then we learned about all these other species, and we fell face first down a rabbit hole, and now we've got a lot of them, and I'm okay with it. But if you don't want to run that risk, I don't know, but you probably shouldn't buy a tarantula.
Well, that's also part of the fun, and as us keeping tarantulas, we only want the hobby to grow, because, again, they're kind of social rejects, but I don't like that. I like tarantulas.
They're kind of social rejects.
Not kind of. They basically are social rejects, but
yeah,
I like them. They're cool.
They're awesome.
And getting addicted is part of the fun.
But don't buy one.
Or do.
Okay, so to summarize, obviously this was kind of a joke. This was us just like having a little bit of fun. We love tarantulas. We think that they are awesome pets. We did want to go ahead and throw out a couple reasons why you might not like them if you don't want to mess with bugs. And if you want something that you're going to hold, if you want something you can teach tricks to, if you want something that's going to just like love you and bond with you and you can establish a relationship with, obviously tarantulas are not for you.
Yeah, if we're going off of pros and cons in terms of measurements, I'm going to stick with the Halloween theme here because, you know, Halloween's going around. So it's about, the pros is about as much candy as you can get in a pillowcase, and the cons is about as many mean neighbors don't give out candy.
That's actually
a good way to put it.
Yeah, that's solid. Good job. Highest fives. But yeah, I mean, they're easy to take care of. They don't take up a lot of space. They don't make any noise. They don't smell. You don't really have to clean their cage. Like, I mean, hardly ever. Sometimes they get some poop on the glass you want to scrape off, but like they don't leave a lot of waste. You're not scooping poop out of the cage all the time.
I said 5 pros. I could have listed 50 pros easily.
And honestly, it was difficult for us to even come up with 5 reasons why you wouldn't want them because
we love them.
We love them, and we think that everybody should at least have one and at least give it a try because we were never scared of spiders, but we never really understood why people wanted them until we got one, and then it kind of clicked with us and we were like, wow, these are actually pretty cool. If you made it this far, we appreciate you. We thank you for watching. We're glad you're here. And, you know, we hope that you learned a little bit of something today.
Like you should get a tarantula.
Yes, exactly. I mean, if you were thinking about getting a tarantula and you're still kind of torn on what species you want to get, watch this video right here. We break down what we think the best beginner tarantula is. If you've already got tarantulas, drop a comment down below. Let us know what your favorite species is, because I always am interested to hear, because there's such a wide variety in the different species and how they act and how you house them, and you know, it's always cool to talk to people and hear what their favorites are and why.
I also think he's kind of weird with his favorites because his favorites are the ones you never see. Granted, those are the prettiest ones, but I think his favorite is the blue fang.
Yep, the Ephebopus cyanothus, that is my favorite. You don't see it very often, but when he does come out, oh my goodness, love that thing. I
love that thing too, except that it looks like this with web around it almost 100% of the time.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, we are going to leave links down in the description below to our merch store and our Instagram. And again, our Discord. Come join the community, come hang out, come meet other members of the Exotics fam. We get up to all kind of idiotic tendencies in there all day, every day. And,
except for school days.
Except for school days. Yeah, you know, yeah, that's right. When you're in school, dude, I applaud you for not being on Discord all day while you're in school. That's awesome. But anyway, that's all we've got for you in this video, and we'll see you next time.